and the last one is kind of combination is the benefit weight. We always hear benefit weight questions versus salary. So in other words, we'll say that is it 55%? I know Larry's here. It's 55% is the number that we're using for the benefit weight.
The fringe benefit.
The fringe benefit
That's
weight.
total fringe benefit.
Total fringe benefit. Okay. So
not just this.
Right. So how much of that 55% is?
About 31%.
So all right. So let's say 31% of that is medical, and that's based, and that weight is based on salary, isn't that?
No, it's based on the premium,
Well,
the cost of the fringe benefit.
The 50, no, but it also has to combine with your salary. So in other words, if your salary is $50,000 and your benefits cost $50,000, right? That would be.
No, it's a percent. I believe it's.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
It's based on total salaries and
Right.
the total cost of our healthcare benefits. As a derivative of that is 31%.
Understood. That's really the question, because what happens is a lot of times when it's hard to compare. Sometimes what happens is that we compare the number, right? We'll say the benefit weight number to other industries, and sometimes that's a good thing or a bad thing from just a comparative purposes. But we'll say, that another group salary benefit or salary weight is lower, for example, and we're not necessarily looking at the wage portion of it, because that's what helps drive that number. So for us, for the county, saying it's 55% is fine. We can compare it to other government entities or other public entities. But if we compare it to private entity, it's not necessarily an apples-to-apple comparison, because you're not comparing the wage cost or the wage number as well as the benefit cost. So if you broke out the benefit hard number, maybe ours is equal or lower depending on the scenario. I would hope it's lower based on being self-insured versus not. But
not all the fringe components. I'm sorry, Larry. Not all the fringe components are based on the cost of your salary. Some are, regardless of your salary, there is a cost to the health insurance.
No, right.
But I mean, like FICA would be based on your salary, and workers' comp would be based on the type of work you do. So they're not all grounded on the same plane, but we have to put them into a composite so that we can put a number to them.
No,
so they're all based on different.
No, all I'm trying to drive at is that the number, the 31%, for example, of healthcare cost that's out of the 55%, that's our benefit package, is based on a calculation that includes your salary. So if your salary is fixed at a specific number, for example, if it's lower than another industry, that number with your benefit weight will be skewed. It'll be different.
Right. If our average salary was different than the industry,
that would skew.
I mean, you really should, I think, look at the premium equivalent and compare that, but then you have to look at the benefit levels too to make sure you're doing an apples to apples.
I mean, all those things.
Right.
The point I'm trying to make is it is really hard to compare, Mr. Chairman, is that it's hard to compare just based on the number, because so many other calculations and components go in it. Is someone's benefit package in the private sector, for example, is health benefit the same exact as ours, with the same benefits? If it is, then those numbers are comparable. But if they're not, there's all those kind of factors together. So thank you, Mr. Chairman. I just want to make sure that.